Hello everyone. The lockdown period has kept our lives quite occupied with various indoor activities, and one such activity is cooking. So, how many of you have tried your hands at cooking or helped mom to prepare your favorite dish? Yes, I agree. Cooking is not everyone's cup of tea. But then, if you have still not stepped into your kitchen, I think it's high time you did it. Because the main aim of the project Recipe Review is to give you an exposure to real life skills. And skills once learned, they stay with you. It becomes part of your life. All what you got to do is just sharpen them. So let's look at the objectives of the lesson.
After watching this video, I'm sure you will be able to produce an excellent piece of review, sharing all your experiences and creative ideas with the readers. So let me walk you through the format. First things first, give a title, make sure it's attractive and catchy. And after writing your full name, introduce your first paragraph.
Your introductory paragraph is the most important paragraph because it's an attention grabber. So grab the attention of the reader, arouse his curiosity because that sets the tone for your entire review.
Here you're going to say when and where you first had this favorite food. And after having engaged your reader, move on to the next paragraph where you talk about ingredients and their quantity. This paragraph would be comparatively shorter than the other paragraphs. And now you are heading to the main part of the review. Here you are actually teaching your audience how to prepare your favorite dish. So sharing some of your personal experiences would definitely make a lot of difference. You see, we always learn from the mistakes of others, don't we? So do feel free to share some of those tricks and tips from your family recipe books. Well, as we go ahead, we don't want our readers to get confused or reread our work to make a sense of it, do we? And to avoid that, best thing is use signpost words.
As you're narrating your experience and at the same time describing the procedure step by step, it's important to use signpost words because they play a key role in review writing. They act as a guide and keep the readers informed of what to expect next, thus keeping them focused and also enabling a smooth transition from one idea to the other. So here are some examples of signpost words.
Here you go. In addition to these words, in order to make your writing effective, consider using the tools of writing. It's a great way to keep your ideas connected. Apart from these terms, imagery has a special role here. Remind yourself every now and then you are doing a food review. So keeping it colorful, aromatic, delicious, and above all, appealing to all your senses will make a lot of difference to the readers. Not to forget, the right choice of words add uniqueness to your writings, which I'm sure you would like to exhibit and share with others as well. And that's what exactly you're going to do in the fourth paragraph, where you're going to talk about how you really benefited and what you learned. How was your experience? Was it amazing? If not, well, no worries. For that, you have got the last paragraph. That's the conclusion, where you're going to give suggestions and recommendations as well. So give your overall opinion in the conclusion. For a moment, I want you to think from an examiner's point of view and see if your content is relevant and whether your style and language has got that range of accuracy. And to do that, better check the format. Now here's an exam style question for you. Write a review of your favorite recipe between 180 and 200 words. So let's get started.
Remember, a great food review is one that puts the readers at your table with you, allowing them to decide whether they want to try that new dish after they are done reading your review. So let's hope for some mouth-watering dishes.